Hello, everyone. As I see a lens flare. Hello, everyone. This is Trey with Texas Sports TV, and well, Rob doesn't mania because that's just what I went by. That's probably I know it comes naturally, whatever. But this Trey with Texas Sports TV, and well, these are the Spurs draft picks, and despite it being more players, I was able to get more information on each player than it was for the Mavericks. it probably would help if I got into college basketball, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen. I'll probably need get someone to do that once I get big. But for now, let's go over the Spurs, despite having a terrific season this year, nearly beating the Nuggets in the playoffs. Pretty good. They got 3 picks. 2 of them in the first round, 1 of them in the second round. But 2 picks in the first round. And that's like the first time they've had picking a lot since what was it, 1990 something? First time they've had a pick in first round since 1980 something. The Spurs have been champion. They've been a pretty good, consistent team, champion contending. They have 5 championships, don't they? Yeah, 5 rings. Now with pick 19, their first one, they picked Luke, first name. He's a pretty solid pick. He can defend multiple positions. He's a versatile forward. He can shoot. He can handle the ball well. So he can switch up to smaller players. The problem comes whenever he's going up against in the paint. He just doesn't have the meat, the muscle. But if he builds the muscle, he could be a really good, solid player. He already is a really good, solid player. So that's really all it is. So you'll most likely go down to Austin for the G League first. Alright. There we go. Most likely go down to Austin G League. I saw some people were disappointed because they were what they saw as better targets, better players, better, for this specific type of position and abilities, skill sets. But the Spurs have been pretty good at scouting potential players and have been pretty good with their draft picks. Who knows? They probably see something that they don't see. So. And then there's that's next pick 29. They got Johnson, last name, Keldon Johnson. He was a top 10 prospect. They thought he was going out of the top 10. That's what people kind of thought, but fell right into the Spurs lap. He was one and done. That is one and done, but who knows? As long as he's not one and done in the Spurs, or if that one and done helps them get the ring, I don't think people would mind. But he is, well, people praise him. He's competent in almost every part of the game. He knows he can do pretty good in all the parts. He doesn't really excel at any one part. So he's like a jack of all trades in basketball. I don't see a problem with that. No. This one, a lot of people, I didn't really see any complaints about it. I mean, he was a top 10 prospect. They got him at number 29. I didn't see any complaints about this one at all. And then there was Weatherspoon with the second round pick they had. And he's not really a big man. He's not really big. He doesn't have the best ball carrier vision, court vision. The best vision. He doesn't have the best height. which is pretty important in basketball, to be honest. But he makes up for it. Like he's a great shooter. He has a lot of skill. He's a great shooter. He can score. He's a smart shooter, skillful shooter, and he's a willing defender. He's going to try to defend. He's not a player to take lightly. The problem with this one, though, is while people like don't think this was a bad pick. He's not a bad player. Blah blah blah. People, Spurs fans, and the analysts I saw, they were more hoping for some big man. Because they already got pretty good depth. Where they have Weatherspoon, and he's not bigger, so they can't smooth bump him up. He's not big enough to do that. So they were hoping they only got two real actual big men there, and they were hoping to get maybe more, but they didn't. So, with that being said, I don't know. The Spurs have been pretty good with their draft picks. Really, really good. So, who knows? Maybe next season they end up just really, really good. And, well, this is not really a long video. So, I think they're a pretty good draft, a decent draft. Two of them, while there's not too many complaints about them, people were just kind of hoping for someone else or a different position and a lot of other things. But the second pick, Johnson, I don't think there's just no complaints about. That's just the summary. Luke, people were okay with. People were really okay with. They're just like, I would like someone else, but he's good. Johnson, oh yeah, he's definitely really, really good. Yeah, let's keep him. And then Weatherspoon, the consensus goes, why? We need a big guy. That's basically what I got. Not a lot. These videos don't tend to be very long. I don't know if this is the longest one. This might be the longest one. This has 3 players. Tres. And lens flare out.